Hi everyone, welcome back to our channel. Edita and Donita here with you today. And we have a lovely guest, and her name is Chrisie Allemand. Hi, Chrisie. And Chrisie is a curious, outdoor loving adventure seeker. She loves to travel and serve others by helping them find healthy habits that work for them, uniquely for them. Thank you, Chrissy, for being here. Welcome to our channel.
Thank you so very much. I'm honored to be here and pretty much just delighted that you asked. So I'm excited.
Beautiful. Would you would you like to just share a little bit about yourself? Who is Chrissy?
Okay.
Who is Chrissy today?
Chrissy today is in a whirlwind of change, I guess you can say. Um, I'm leaving South Florida to move up north in a very cold time of the year. Never experienced a winter before, so would say Chrissy's brave and definitely adventure seeking. Yes.
So I'm hearing a new beginning,
Mm-hmm.
Yes.
radical
Definitely
change,
welcoming. Yes. Welcoming it.
and going where your heart is taking you, right? And your intuition is taking you.
Intuition, letting it lead the way.
Beautiful.
Yes.
So maybe a few sentences, few words. How this happened that you are in your heart right now, following your intuition?
Yes. Has it always been like this?
Yes.
I would like to say yes, but the truth is no. Um, I was approval seeking for a very long time. And my career as a dietitian was a good one. And it was not just dietitian. I worked in corporate wellness for a really long time. So it was always fitness and nutrition together. And different corporations have different spins on the way they present that to their employees or to their community. And the corporation that I worked with last was very focused on fitness, which meant I taught a lot of classes and I got burnout, adrenal fatigue. I got sick. I had Epstein-Barr flare-up and I was not myself. And that was 2019. And we all know what happened in 2020. So I took that opportunity to pivot to something else. And it didn't really feel right. And I kind of felt like feel like I've been floundering ever since, right? I wound up in a sales position, which I liked. It was fun, but I really missed working with people and helping people and coaching people. So I moved into sales enablement, which allowed me to travel. And I guess I can say I'm still a newlywed because I got married in November. So basically, the first year of our marriage, we were apart like 15 to 20 days nights a month. So that was hard, and it came to an end, and we're just ready to leave South Florida. So we're going for it.
Beautiful. Beautiful, like a nutshell.
Mm-hmm.
In a nutshell, like the
Like the natural cracked.
yeah, like you were did, it's like the bouncing within the 3D, within the dense energies,
Yes.
right?
Mhm.
And then it's just like it sounds to me that you got really full and you're ready to expand. You're ready to, it's like it was no longer, it was no longer
Serving you.
serving you, it was no longer nourishing you and your needs.
Yes, I'm ready for a deeper connection that I'm not getting where I'm at. So I think complacency is definitely just something that doesn't feel right. So got to break on out.
And you mentioned nutrition, dietitian, nutrition. How did you end up get there?
And like
Um,
doing this.
Yeah, so what led you to following this path in the first place? And how long was have you been doing it for?
I became a registered dietitian in 2008, but I took my first nutrition class in like 2000. And I started competing in fitness at the same time. as a young child, I was a gymnast. And back in the day, they, used to put gymnasts on the scale. And so you were very focused on, as an aesthetic sport, like your line, how you look and everything, which is not always the greatest for your mental health. But anyway, that's what I did. And as luck would have it, I ended up back in an aesthetic sport, right? Back on stage, people judging you for the way you look. And it uh it was painful. When I was on stage competing, my coach would tell me what to eat and I listened. Like I would count my almonds and measure my fish and, just like really by the book. And when I wasn't competing, it was the exact opposite. It was a very unhealthy path. And so I told you I was in a nutrition class. The woman who taught it was a registered dietitian. And she was like, Chrissy, thank you for trusting me with your story. But your problem is not with food. I need you to go talk to a psychologist. So I did. I shared my story again, and she said, "You are going down a very bad path. I need you to stop competing." And that was hard because I love the athletic outlet, but I was sick and tired, and I knew she was right. So I didn't compete. I went back to school for nutrition, started to learn what I was doing to my body, right? And I didn't really understand the why. That's coming and coming and coming later. Still learning, but the how I picked up and was able to start helping people. So so yeah, what I try and tell people is, the how's easy. We all know that we should move and we should eat, things from the earth, but why we should do it, and the answer is different for everybody else. So that's why I just like working with people to find their own why, because it changes. Sometimes day to day, it changes, person to person for sure.
That sounds right. That sounds good. That sounds about
Yeah,
right.
not it's always like this. It's very personal. Not like all fits everybody. So this is what you're doing.
Mhm. Yeah.
And no, go ahead.
There you go.
And we started talking about your also spiritual path before. So all of those changes, I assume, that help you to go within yourself and find all those nuggets.
Mhm.
And if you'd like to share with us, what was it? Because I'm sure so many people can relate to your story.
Mm. Thanks. I guess it definitely wasn't just one thing. Um, Meditation, sometimes walking meditation, sometimes sitting, um, a lot of reading, journaling. I wish if I could talk to my younger self, I would say, don't throw away your journals. Because I used to just I didn't like it. I would tear them and get rid of it. I think I would have pity. I should have kept those, but now I keep them. So journaling, praying, um, just trying to feel the flow, trying to listen. That's
What
it.
what I'm hearing, what I'm hearing, and just let me know, is that you're actually slowing down to be with yourself and just allow the flow, the guidance to come from within. It's creating
Oh,
instead of running and chasing and listening to others and limiting, like putting yourself in a box, because that's what it sounds to me that you've done. Put your body, yourself in a really tight box with food, with everything.
mhm,
Right now, you're almost like allowing yourself to breathe, probably.
Yeah, like before was not enough space to expand
mhm.
and expand the inner, of course.
It's the inner, not the outer.
No, the inner out, inner
In or
out.
out. So it sounds to me like you are creating, you are in this, yeah, the way what I'm seeing right now as well, I'm feeling that you're in this beautiful blossoming stage in metamorphosis. So the more you trust, the more it's going to unfold.
Yes. No, I'm trying to break that caterpillar shell.
Do you want to break it before it's ready?
I'll stay in the chrysalis for a little bit longer.
Mhm.
Nice here.
Yeah, we all have a tendency to rush and not be patient with ourselves. And I think that creates a lot of like adrenal issues for all of us. And I think when we just give ourselves a little bit more time and a little bit more space and trust, like Donita said, then everything looks just easier.
Yeah.
And we check your website and we checked all your social media, and we found out a lot of beautiful things about the way how you are helping people to be themselves.
Thank you.
Would you tell us a little bit more about it?
Yeah, why are
Well,
you passionate about it? Like the passion.
Yes.
What's the nugget behind, what's the juice
yeah.
underneath, what's the passion behind it all?
So this is gonna sound super cheesy, but it's a thing like you know how to have a good friend, be one, right? You want love, give love. It's like that's it. Like I've always liked people, and it's nice. Like I found nutrition because it was painful to me. So if I could I feel like I have turned that into a purpose. Like I want to help people just feel better, move better, because we only get one body. Obviously, we are definitely more than our vessel, but we only get one of these, and everything we do is an embodied action. So we need to treat it like it's important because it is.
Beautiful. Yes. Then on our channel we love talking with people, interesting people that have a story, and your story is also fascinating. So how you began all this, I'm sure because we're all human and we have our struggles. So if everything was fabulous and peaceful and harmonious, you probably would have been somewhere else at the moment. So would you like to share a bit with the audience about your struggles? How, what motivated you to stay true to yourself, to follow the path, to like all this, to allow the cracking to unfold, to have the strength to move through and be here now?
Yeah. Um, so let's see. A struggle. I grew up in a strict Catholic household where the message was little girls should be seen and not heard, which always like made my skin crawl. You as well.
High five.
Wasn't me.
Yeah, it made my skin crawl. So I've always been it was always hard for me to speak my truth for a long time. Let me forget always. It has been in the past really hard for me to speak my truth. And like you said it earlier, the box. Yep, I had to stay right here, right? But I'm just trying to expand. And so that was a struggle for me, feeling like a round peg and the box just stuck. So struggled with weight, struggled with food addiction. Um, by the way, it was a binge eating disorder. So like I said, when I was competing, I was ready to perform, but when I wasn't, it was not healthy. So other struggles. Oh wow. Well, I already told you health. I went to doctor after doctor. They when you go to sometimes a general practitioner, they just check and make sure you're not in a disease state, right? But I found a wonderful doctor here in South Florida. Her name's Dr. Carolyn George, and she sat with me for an hour and a half and basically did like a timeline of my whole life. When she heard that I had mono when I was younger, she said, I want to test your viral load. And the test came back and she was right. Like I had a terrible viral load where other doctors wanted me to get on antidepressants and, you know, because I just didn't feel like myself. I told them I was angry and I was tired and all these other things, and they just wanted to give me a pill to fix it. And I knew that wasn't right. I knew something was wrong. And so she gave me this experimental drug called naltrexone in micro doses. It works to heal people with Epstein-Barr or high viral loads. And after 2 or 3 months, I was back to myself again. I didn't need any, long-term medication. I just needed to get my immune system back right. So that was another struggle. And I think most people can relate to this next struggle. our parents, you know, like we spend we spend so much time being angry with them and then realizing, well, okay, maybe we did some pretty shitty things. And then you're trying to like mend the two and just release some of the things because that they are they were shaped by their own childhood.
I'm surprised you didn't start with your parents. You know, because that's like the welcoming committee
Yeah.
generally.
Yeah.
Like, no, we have nothing against our parents. This is just
No,
like what I
no,
say.
that's like
It's like uh, through the spiritual work for all of us, it's the same. We are realizing that we are product of our parents, neighbors, the whole family, society, basically. So, but the realization that I am, but not who I am, that just always helps to get us where we are right now. And that's mean like it's for you too, is working with myself, on myself, and loving and just accepting what it is.
and learning, like because it's like that aha when it's like, oh, I
Yeah.
am like this, but this is not me.
Yeah.
This is all the belief system, the
Yeah.
conditioning,
Yeah.
the everything. So
Mm-hmm.
I'm hearing that like the first until
Mm-hmm.
not until recently, it's like you lived the life according to the conditioning and the
Mm-hmm.
because it all comes down to
Yes.
self-worth, self-esteem, being
Mhm.
seen, being heard, and actually tapping into that divine feminine, harmonizing the divine feminine and masculine.
Yeah.
So living an imbalanced life because of that. So I'm hearing in your words that you are actually welcoming the
Mm-hmm.
softening and the
Mm-hmm.
opening and harmonizing the masculine and the feminine.
Yes, yes, yes. The language you used around like realizing that's not me, that is new to me. So my wife is very spiritual, and sometimes she would say, "That's not you. That's somebody else." I was like, well, "What do you mean? Of course that's me." And then I sat with it. I'm like, "Wait up, that's not my shit. That's
Mm-hmm.
somebody else's stuff." So it's
Mhm.
just becoming aware.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm like right now I'm in a place because I had this like and I got goosebumps like even this morning I felt that excitement. I was like, oh, I am so excited to actually find out who I am, you know?
Yeah.
Mhm.
I think we are all there right now.
Yeah, well, I think we're all there. We're finally realizing that we are so unique and
Mhm.
we don't even know who we are
Mm-hmm.
at a deep level. I'm
At the
talking
deep
about at a
level.
deep level, at the core level. So you're just taking the leap of faith to change everything around you,
Yeah.
almost like a clean slate.
Nobody else to influence you, so you're gonna know what you like to do, what you like to say. A
Hmm.
little bit of isolation, I guess, can be healthy.
And feel like to connect with your feelings,
Mm-hmm.
to connect with your
Mm-hmm.
desires, your heart's desires, and I'm sure you because that's what happens. The deeper we go into our own healing, then we benefit from it first because it's for us, right?
Mm-hmm.
But then all the people that you are helping will benefit
So, how people can benefit from
from you. Like for example, what
you?
do you like? It's like you to
Yes.
work with them. You love.
Mm-hmm.
You said you love to work with people, but how do you work with people and
Mm-hmm.
how you're about to move and a lot of changes and stuff, but still, like, what is your vision? How do you like, what do you see yourself like right
Mm-hmm.
now?
Mhm.
Kind of how do you your services, what do you offer, and also how do you see yourself, maybe I don't know, maybe I'm just throwing you under the bus now, but how do you see yourself, let's say in 5 years from now? And not even the visuals, like not even like details, but how do you feel yourself, like
Mm-hmm.
go into the feeling. How do you want your life to be in 5 years for you and others, like your service and your shares with the world?
Yeah,
Is that a packed question?
Mm-hmm.
very good.
Packed. I was like, is that a packed question?
Yep. So, how do I work with people? I get to know them, and then I try to meet them where they're at. As we said earlier, everybody's so different. So what works for one won't work for the next. So it's like that slight 1 degree shift over time gets them in a different place. So you just find out, where they are, where they want to go, and then you help them piece out the map. But it's never like turn the page completely different. It's just, let's trace this line a little different and, to eventually get them to some place where they want to be. Um, all virtual. That's how I work with people. Um, and it all depends on what they want to do. Some people are ready to take on more of a fitter lifestyle, right? So we can focus just on fitness. Some people are like, I have my fitness on lock, or I'm not even interested in moving more, but I need help with my nutrition. So we just start there. But regardless of if it's fitness or nutrition, it's always mindset first. So,
Mm-hmm.
so that's the beginning.
Beautiful,
Yes.
beautiful. And have you even thought about like 5 years from now, Chrissy?
5 years from now. So Chrissy will have time freedom and she will be traveling like it's her job, but it won't be her job. But she will be traveling for a lot of fun.
Beautiful. And do you see yourself being in service to people, empowering them? Do you see yourself how like
I
I
would
think
see
the
that
question
as
is like traveling, but how do you see yourself connecting with the communities you travel, That expansion, what we talked about softening and opening, how do you see yourself kind of influencing, like being an impact for humanity?
Mm-hmm.
I would like to bring workshop retreats to certain areas that don't necessarily have that coming often. Um, my wife does tea ceremonies. And we do workshops, and I'm yoga certified. I love yoga. So who knows? But definitely engaging with communities and helping them. I said improve their habits, but also get to know themselves better, right? Because all that workshopping, the mindset, it takes a lot of digging to get there.
Go deeper.
Good. I love that. I love that because it just sounds like it's like you're gonna make an impact everywhere you go.
That
The
would be
more you are yourself, because it's like bringing
Mm-hmm.
all of this there, you like plant seeds of wellness and health and new
Yeah.
habits everywhere you go, and that's fabulous.
Mm-hmm.
That's amazing. That's exciting.
Mm-hmm.
So, if people would love to get to know you, and now that you said that you're virtual, so it's easy, right? Because right now you're in Florida, then tomorrow you're going to be somewhere else. How can they find you? And what is the best way to actually connect with you, to schedule a session, to get to know more about you? Let's say if they would just want to get into fitness, or the whole package, or, anything. How would they contact you?
Sure. So the website is thehealthyhighperformer.com. They have a contact button right here, right there. You can drop an email straight to me. Um, that's probably the quickest way via email.
Via email. And you send us all the links to your websites and such. So I'm going to add all of that information in the description of the under the our video. And so there are so many ways to. Oh, you haven't mentioned about your workouts already that you have on Facebook. You told me.
Yes, yes. So in 2017, I started a Facebook group. We started with like 30 people and it grew pretty fast. And I've shared a lot of nutrition recipes, like meal plans. There's tons of workout because when everybody went virtual 2020, my whole team just started throwing up videos, like 3 a day, 5 days a week. So that added up pretty fast. So it's called Recalibrated for Joy.
And it's on Facebook.
It's a Facebook group.
Okay,
Yep. Just
perfect.
request and I'll be happy to let anyone in.
Beautiful, wonderful, because you already have a lot of content out there for people to
Mm-hmm.
just tap into now if they want to,
Mm-hmm.
right? so in the world. Do you have any other programs or anything that you'd like to share with us all that you offer? Anything that,
I'm gonna just tell you that I'm working on a book because I feel like it's gonna put me on the line if I say it here now.
Mhm.
okay.
So
Yeah.
yeah.
All right. So there's more to come pretty much, right? It's like it's exciting time, more to come. Um, and did you want to ask anything before?
Just one sentence to
Yes.
inspire people.
Yes, that's
Whatever that
exactly what I
could
was
be.
going to say. It's
Just
like, what do you like the last message for
yeah.
everyone that hears us today? What can you, what do you want to say?
I would say have courage and believe that things are gonna get better because they do.
Always.
Always, everything is transient.
Yes. Beautiful.
Beautiful,
Mm-hmm.
beautiful.
Nice.
Thank you so much, Chrissy, for being here today and sharing your beautiful story of overcoming the life in a box.
Thank you both for having me. I enjoyed
And
this.
and
Thank you. Us too.
us too. So many blessings and good luck. Easy
Mm-hmm.
flow for your next adventure in life, move and settling and traveling and they like you're an inspiration to so many and I can't wait to follow your you know the adventures and follow your what's coming out of that caterpillar,
We are
right?
going to connect at some point again.
Yes. And probably,
Mm-hmm.
you'll be our guest on a YouTube channel in the near future, if you would like, because there is much more we can
Oh yeah.
explore,
Yes.
deeper layers
Mm-hmm.
of the
Transformation. Mm-hmm.
transformation and the magic that you do,
Mm-hmm.
because you are, through personal transformation that
Yes.
inspired you and led you to where you are right
Mm-hmm.
now. And so you are an inspiration. So much luck, many blessings, and thank you again for being here.
Thank you.
And thank you, everybody, for listening and being here. And we will see you soon.
Yes. Bye
Bye for
bye
now.
for now.